Hello students, here Gurnaam Singh, Assistant Professor Mechanical Engineering Department. So in this session, we will discuss a topic flange coupling which is related to our subject Engineering Drawing 2. So the contents of this lecture are, first of all we will discuss introduction, then types of shaft coupling, coupling uses, requirement of good coupling and coupling maintenance and failure. And at the last of this session, I will explain you how we can draw assembly of flange coupling. So let us start. Students, couplings are mechanical elements that couples two drive elements which enables motion to be transferred from one element to another. Students, coupling, we can say it is a mechanical part which is used between two shafts to transfer motion also and to connect to support two different moving elements. So that is the definition of coupling. Students, there are number of couplings. Number one, rigid coupling. It is used to connect two shafts which are perfectly aligned. Perfectly aligned means when axes of shafts are in same plane, when they are match, they are aligned. In such case rigid couplings are used. So that is the image of 3D image of a rigid coupling. There are many types of couplings that fall under the rigid coupling category. These are sleeve or muff coupling, clamp or split muff or compression coupling, and flange coupling. Students, sleeve or muff coupling. A sleeve coupling is a basic type of coupling, and this consists of a pipe whose bore is finished to the required tolerance based on the shaft size. Next is flange coupling. One thing I want to say to students that in your syllabus of engineering drawing 2 there are two couplings, flange coupling and flexible coupling. So there is no need to explain other couplings like muff coupling, sleeve coupling. So what is flange coupling? This coupling has two separate cast iron flanges. Each flange is mounted on the shaft end and keyed to it. The two flanges are coupled together with the help of bolts and nuts. Students, these flanges are in the form of collars, and the number of holes are made in these flanges to key them by using nut and bolt. So the two different shafts are passed through the bores of these coupling, and after passing the shafts these flanges are keyed or connected by using nut and bolt. Now next is flexible coupling. Students, Flexible couplings are used to transmit torque from one shaft to another when the two shafts having both lateral and angular misalignment. So the parts are shown. Students, flexing coupling is called a such type of coupling which is used to connect two shafts which are misaligned. Misaligned means when their axes are not meeting, their axes are misaligned. So in such type of situation, flexible couplings are preferred over flange coupling, because otherwise there occurs some difficulty to transfer motion from one shaft to another. So these are the uses of coupling. Number one, to provide the misalignment of the shaft or to introduce mechanical flexibility. Number two, to reduce the transmission of shock loads from one shaft to another. Number three, to introduce protection against overloads. Number five, to alter the vibration characteristics of rotating units. Number five, to connect driving and the driven part. So these are the uses of coupling. Requirement next is requirement of a good shaft coupling. Students, following are the requirements of a good coupling, and these couplings must possess these requirements. Number one, it should be easy to connect or disconnect. Number two, it should transmit the full power from one shaft to other shaft without losses. Number three, it should hold the shaft in perfect alignment. Number four, it should reduce the transmission of shock loads from one shaft to another shaft. Number five, it should have no projecting parts. So these are the essential requirements of a good coupling to avoid failure of coupling. So now we discuss the assemblies of flange coupling, protective and flexible coupling. So the diagram shows various parts of flange coupling. Here the main parts are hub, flange, key, diameter of shaft, and also the various dimensions. The outside diameter of hub. Students, hub is clearly mentioned in the diagram. Hub is clearly mentioned in the diagram. The outside diameter is taken as capital D is equal to 2D, small d. Small d is diameter of shaft. Okay, so capital D is equal to 2D and L be the length of hub. Length of hub. Length of hub is equal to L is equal to both the hubs of two flanges. It is 1.5D. Next is pitch circle diameter PCD, D1 is equal to 3D, and outside diameter of flange, it is taken as D2 is equal to D1 plus DL minus D1 minus D plus 2D1 minus D is equal to 4D. So thickness of flange is equal to 0.5 D. So here also the number of bolts are classified. If we are taking flange dia of 40 flange dia of 40 mm, then 3 bolts are to be used. If 100 mm dia, flange is of 100 mm dia, then number of bolts are 4. And if the diameter of flange is 180 millimeter, then the number of bolts are taken as 6. So here is the complete assembly of protected flange coupling. Protected flange coupling. Students, a material list is also shown. Flange is made of cast iron. Both flanges, I will take one part as male coupling, second part female. Both the parts have material of cast iron. Nut and bolt are mild steel. Key is a mild steel. So students, protected means when the heads of bolt are inside the flange, surface, it is called protected coupling. So here front view and side view are shown. Front view and side view are shown. So now we will discuss how to draw flange coupling. So here is the solid flange coupling. Solid flange coupling. The dimensions are diameter of flange. Diameter of flange is 2D. Suppose we are taken 60 mm D diameter of flange, then the diameter of flange is 2D 120 mm, and the diameter of shaft is 60 mm. Diameter shaft is 60 mm, then diameter of flange is equal to 120 mm, and the thickness of two flanges is 0.7 D. That means 0.7 into 60. It becomes 42 mm. 42 mm. And the thickness of each flange is 0.3 D. 0.3 D. Okay. So start how to draw that assembly. First of all, draw a reference line, horizontal reference line. Okay. Then draw a vertical line. Vertical line. After that, make a shaft of dia. Make a shaft of dia 60 mm. Capital D. Diameter of shaft 60 mm. Okay. Draw 60 mm. That means 30 mm above the reference line, 30 mm below the reference line, and extend these lines. Now extend Now mark 2D 120 mm at the center line, 60 mm above the reference line, 60 mm below the center line. Now mark the thickness of two flanges around the center line. Mark 0.3D means 18 mm, 0.3D on the other side, 18 mm. Okay, so it becomes, total becomes 36 mm. So here extend these lines, it becomes thickness of flange. Now after that, what we have shaft and flange. Now at the upper side of reference line, through the flange mark a reference line and mark 0.3D hole for passing the bolt around this, bolt through this. Now after that, our assembly, a front view of assembly is completed. Now by using these dimensions, mark side view, and in the side view a PCD means pitch circle diameter. PCD of 2D has to be drawn, and by using dimensions of bolt, draw 4 hexagonal bolts. In this side view, the heads of the 4 heads of hexagonal bolt are shown. The distance between two heads of bolts are 1.5D. 1.5D. So here the side view is completed. So that is the flexible coupling. Flexible coupling. Students, I have already told you the uses of flexible coupling are, it is used in such type of situation where the axes of two shafts are misaligned. So again draw a reference line. Draw diameter of shaft of 60 mm, 30 mm above the reference line, 30 mm below the reference line. Now by using sufficient dimensions, draw the flange. Draw the flange at the above side of the reference line and the below side of the reference line. Students, you have to mention bolts, nuts and bolts through these two couplings. So the coupling flanges are made from cast iron or steel forgings or steel castings. Pins are made from normalized steel. So students, you have to make full sectioning at the both sides of flanges. So remember, the thickness of flanges are 36 mm, the diameter of shaft is 60 mm, and capital D means diameter of flange, it will be taken as 120 mm. So by using proper dimensions, our assembly work is completed.